Welcome to the Tim Selinske U.S. Masters Disc Golf Championship. This is a PDGA Major, and we are in beautiful Cary, North Carolina. This is the FP40 division on their final day of competition. I'm Juliana Korver, and joining me in the booth today is fellow Hall of Famer and my husband, Jim Oates.
Oh, good to be here.
Here are our current standings. Sarah Hokom is in the lead. She has 3 strokes on Jennifer Allen, and Zoe currently rounds out the podium, 1 above myself. Sarah even so far for the tournament. Jennifer close behind, and it's really two different races here, 1 for first and 1 for third.
Yeah, here we start out here on hole 1, 660 feet, par 4. You can see this little manhole cover. It's about 300 feet off the tee. OB on the left side, down where you can see the flags. Hole finishes off to the right, OB behind. This is a very tough starting hole and very accurate. You need to be very precise on where you put your first shot to set yourself up for even an opportunity for a birdie.
We have Sarah Hokom.
Sarah will be teeing off first. Oh, nice turn on that one, don't you think?
Sarah with a sidearm taking that out of bounds, out of play.
Yeah, absolutely. And the way it finishes right there in that corner, just past the manhole cover, sets her up really nice for another sidearm throw. Jennifer will be teeing off second. She pulled that over a little bit onto the trees. Oh, got through pretty nicely though.
She's a little bit on the right-hand side, which is going to make the angle towards the basket a little bit more challenging.
I would agree with that, yeah. And Zoe will be our third on the tee.
Zoe also pulling that right, but getting a very favorable kick back into the desired part of the fairway.
Yeah, she's a little short, so probably just looking at a par, keeping it in the fairway. We know who this is, don't we? Might have started that a little bit early.
Never got over the top of that one, never gave it a chance.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. When you hit that road, it's so difficult to keep it in bounds on that side. But it did get up the fairway quite a bit.
Zoe with a little cut roll back out into the fairway again. I threw that very low. Thankfully stayed in bounds.
A little bit of nerves in the last round, I think. Everybody going to need to settle down a little bit. She might have sawed that off a little bit.
But still pretty close to the basket. Close enough that it's going to be an easy approach for a drop-in par.
Yeah, it looked like she might have got near the edge of the circle there. The tough reverse pivot throw. That's fading out left. Oh, couldn't control the height. There was just too much height there, I think.
Got the nose up a little bit, and there was one thing that we couldn't tell in the fairway. There was a crosswind that was affecting the disc once it came into the open right here.
Okay. That's a fairly good upshot inside the circle. Very good upshot. Is that your old AVR?
That is my 2001 DX AVR.
Jennifer playing it safe.
Zoe,
good putt.
Beautiful putt by Zoe to save her par.
Well done. Sometimes when you get a few of those lucky breaks, it's important to have a really good shot to finish it off. That really makes those things stand out.
Well, I think the important part on a wooded course like this is to remember the good breaks and to try to forget the bad ones.
Oh, yeah. You know, these courses were beautiful this weekend. I enjoyed playing. Eric Rainey won our division, my division, played outstanding the entire weekend. It almost looked like Eric was playing on courses with no trees, and the rest of us were just hacking away.
That's how it seemed like on round 2 at this course for our division, where Sarah
Hole
shot it.
2, we come up to hole 2. We'll finish that thought. 510 feet, par 4. This has really 2 windows off the tee. We're going through the right-hand window. It's a big swing, and then you have a long, straight corridor that gets you down to an elevated basket. As you were saying, round 2?
I was saying that Sarah, it seemed as if she were not playing through the trees at all. She shot an 8 under the second round here at this course, and it was a wonder to watch.
Oh, yeah. Eric on this course shot 14 under, or 15 under. It was incredible.
Just as we mentioned, a very precise shot down the tighter of the 2 tunnels.
You know, I really like her sidearm, especially in the wooded courses. She's always facing her target. So where the backhand has to kind of turn away and bring it back into the middle, which if you start to miss your line a little bit, it can be really, really difficult. Oh, Jennifer decides to take the left-hand window. Oh, she gets through very cleanly. Very well done.
She's way up there. It makes the second shot much, much shorter. More conservative route for myself on the right-hand side.
Choosing that right side. Oh, made it one just a smidge long. You might have to flex that shot maybe when you get there, or are you going to go through the middle?
I thought I was going to have to flex, but there was a window through the middle.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah, JK.
You know, sometimes when you're off a little, you get punished the most on these tree courses.
So we're pulling that a little bit wide.
Both of you will be looking to scramble for your pars.
Sarah with the big turning turnover, 2-hand approach, catches a tree at the end there.
Yeah, her nose angle was just a little bit over, but you know that's a long corridor you have to go down. It's kind of hard to see with on the video here, but that is a long straight corridor. And Jennifer, as usual, overpowering the hole just a smidge.
She had a really good line. If she would have hit the rocks right by the basket, she would have been parked.
Yeah, I think sometimes she has a tendency to go towards her mids in situations where a putter might be good.
I think that was her putter.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it
wow.
was.
That is just such power.
Just a layup for Zoe and for myself.
Good up and downs. Sarah also with the layup.
You know, with these baskets raised on the rocks, it just doesn't entice our division to go for anything that's around the edge of the circle 1 or outside of that.
Yeah, some of these holes are just a little bit long, I think. Everybody just laying up. They're a little challenging unless you get really close, on the elevated baskets, like you said. There you go. So I think everybody has some pretty routine tap outs here.
Zoe, known for her putting, easily puts that in. And And Jennifer and Sarah both will be tapping in for par. They are now 4 strokes apart because of Jen's bogey on hole 1, so Sarah has a 4-stroke lead.
And now we'll be
the United States Disc Golf Championship, a tournament with history unmatched in the disc golf world.
Oh,
You bet!
Colin Hanley is on fire.
Talk about giving the crowd a show. What a performance from Kyle Klein.
Gannonberg, this kid is unbelievable.
Oh my God!
Welcome back, and we're here at hole 3, 265 feet, par 3. It's a little bit of a slight right-hand turn. This is probably one of the most generous fairways we're going to see today. It's got a big, nice opening, good turnover. Slow discs tend to do better here, but a little bit of speed can get you into the deep trees or flip left on you if you're right-handed.
I actually think this hole looks like it has a pretty big left to right turn, but you really don't have to go much off the straight line to have a circle 1 putt.
Sarah with the sidearm, hugging that left side. That looked like it hopped up pretty nicely. Edge of the circle, it looks like. Jen thinking it was a little too tight, but she definitely got a good kick there back to towards the basket.
Little low, decent line. Oh,
Oh, caught a little edge there. That's a tough break. I think if it would have hit that pine straw, it would have slid, but that one little grass area there kind of ate you up a little bit. Zoe lost hers a little bit left. That could be a tough upshot. We'll have to wait and see if she has a line. There's pretty good gaps through those trees, but she's just going to have to figure something out. When you're playing in these trees and you get off the fairway, it's good to have both spins, I'll tell you that.
it is, and there's a lot of quote-unquote figuring it out.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Not quite enough room there.
Just laying that one up.
Oh, good putt.
Sarah's been putting really well all week.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, I was playing this week, so I didn't get a chance to caddy for you, so I didn't get to watch all this good golf. Oh, just a little short.
Perfect line, just a little bit low.
She's always got such a great attitude. All right, that's good to see Jen hitting her short putts.
So a couple of birdies for Sarah and Jen. They are still 4 strokes apart.
Nice putt.
A little low.
Okay, now we take a small trail and we move over to hole 4. It is a 839-foot hole, par 5. This hole also off the tee has 2 ways to go, around the beginning trees to the right or down the middle or to the left. You have to get down the fairway and then turn gradually right through these trees down to a lower basin where you'll find the basket with a lot of trees behind. You do not want to go long here.
This is the first par 5 for the round, and it's a doozy.
Yeah, three really good shots can put you in position to get that birdie. The tough part is to throw 3 good shots down these trails. That looked like it got really fortunate to go around that tree on the left side there.
Well, not only do you have to hit the gap, but then you also have to stay in the middle. Quite often you'll find somebody find the gap, and then they'll kick off into the woods, and that really eats up a stroke.
Yeah. Oh, what a big skip. Wow. Oh, but she's a little tight on that side, and Jen does not have much of a sidearm, so she's going to be challenged to hopefully disc down and play it safe there. Get it back to the middle.
Very large miss by myself. Yanked that way to the right, and we never heard it hit a thing as it traveled through those trees.
Miss a little, get a kick. Miss a lot, no telling. Zoe takes one down the middle. It skipped off to the left. Also, tough area to get. She's just going to have to get back out on the fairway. Okay.
That was my mission, just get back on the fairway, and I could not see how to do so. And that was not it.
It's sometimes you land in these tough spots, you don't even know how the disc got back in there. I'm sure some of our viewers can relate to those shots where you throw them, they don't hit a thing. You wind up in there and you're like, how did I even get in here? Well, looks like a successful shot there. Oh, wow. What? Making up a lot of ground. Nice shot there. Now this, as you can see in this little corridor straight in front of you there, it's going to drift off to the right before it comes back. So there's Sarah. Oh, didn't quite make the corner. She's probably disappointed in that.
At least she stayed in the middle of the fairway, so
Yeah.
she'll
Good kick.
have a good area to work from.
Yeah, Zoe just trying to get back to the middle as well.
Yeah, that
That's
was
a good shot.
smart of Zoe not to try to bite off more than she could chew there.
Oh, miss that. That's drifting down and, oh, that got a decent kick. But again, though she's a ways still from the basket. She's probably a good 300 still.
She's actually pretty close to where mine landed.
Oh,
so
okay.
she's maybe 200, a little bit more.
Okay. It's got a mid-range, it looked like.
That was close.
That looked so good. I thought I got around it.
She was a little bit wide, and it kicked her off to the right-hand side. Overturning that a little bit as well, but she got a nice kick back towards the fairway.
Yeah, this hole seems to be showing its teeth to everybody right now.
I'm okay with that.
Well, it looks like Jen doing a little commentary for us right there. Oh, well done, well done. I'm sorry, I had to start clapping there. That was actually a really good shot. And Zoe also follows up with a very good shot.
Thankfully, we were far enough forward that there was a pretty obvious gap that we had to hit to get to the basket.
And Sarah also with the Good upshot. Left it a little short there, though, it looks like.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, there was a little redirect there that just kissed off one of the trees, but got directed back towards the basket. I think that took a little power off of it.
Getting a little champ love there, as they say.
Good par from Zoe, especially with that extra stroke that she had to just pitch out from the trees. I was actually pretty happy to save a bogey after that horrendous drive.
Yeah, that second shot looked very tough for you to even get out of the onto the fairway.
Sarah takes a bogey, so she is now 1 over par.
And that draws the two of them back to their original startings, down by 3. Hole 5, 570 feet, par 4. This one you want to take it out towards this road, the OB on the left on the tree line there. You want to get somewhere out in this area here near this bridge, and then you want to play it to the right down this little stretch here to another elevated basket. So as you can see, having both spins on this course is key. Being able to have the good nose angle control all day.
And little correction, Sarah's now even, but yes, they are still 3 apart, the same as when they started.
And that's stay right there. It's a good start for Jen right there. She's going to have to throw a nice long turnover there.
Get over that. Stop.
Nice long skip for Zoe. We were worried that was going to hit the bench on the tee pad in front of us.
It looked like it worked over a little bit left for her, though. Might have a tough angle to try to get to the hole.
Sarah very left on that one, ends up in the trees.
Come on, get back to the left.
Safe.
Stayed safe, though. There's a lot of humidity out there today.
You know, it was the warmest day that we played, and we are playing in the afternoon, whereas earlier rounds were all in the morning. So yes, it is so warm that grip
issues were going on all day. Yeah,
it
looked like everybody's struggling with that. Zoe pulling out the sidearm. That's a nice little up right there. That puts her in line with the tunnel to get in underneath the basket for her par. She went a little straight on that one. She'll have to work through the trees, but I think she'll have enough room to work over towards the hole there.
That was the tree
Oh,
I
that's a good
arranged.
shot. Yeah. Nice little turnover. She was probably about 250 from the hole there, looked like.
This basket is on a slope. It does slope down behind the basket, so it's a very fast green as you're approaching it. Sarah using the rocks as a backstop.
Nice putt.
This is a birdie putt for Jen.
Oh, okay. Elevated baskets. They're just not designed to catch properly. And sometimes when you get them up and too flat, it just sends it right back out. That's gotta be tough.
What's up, guys? It's Ezra Robinson, and I'm here to show you how to use bird sauce from Dirty Birdie. Put a little dab on your fingers or wherever you want grip. Once you fan it, get some air on there, turns to chalk, and this will stay on for 6 to 9 holes. Clips to my bag, super easy, and I don't have to worry about it every single hole.
Okay, we're back, and hole 6, 508 feet long, par 4. The idea is to get up here into this grassy area right here so you can have a straight shot down the gap. So most of the girls will be probably playing fairway drivers. Jen might be playing a mid-range, trying to get set up to get back into this par 4. This is a relatively short par 4.
After that last hole with Jen's birdie and Sarah's bogey, there's only 1 stroke separating the two of them. Jen just absolutely crushed this one.
Wow, that was not a mid-range.
She's 100 feet from the hole.
Zoe throwing a nice shot too. Now that is more where most people try to get to, just that opening to give them a chance to throw down the quarter. That is a very good looking shot as well. Hold. Oh, kick back to the middle, so that'll give you a chance to go down the pipe there.
A little bit wide, didn't turn it quite enough.
Edge of the circle, gave yourself an opportunity.
Zoe having to turn it around that tree.
Wow.
Back towards the basket. Absolutely perfect.
Great shot there. Also a good upshot. That's about halfway into the circle. 100 feet away. That is a heck of a drive. I don't even think any of the boys in my division did that.
I don't think people were trying to do that. Most people were just trying to lay up to the gap. But
yeah,
Jen just powers it up there, and it was amazing.
Oh, just dropped a little bit on you. The nose got down. Good putt.
Excellent birdie by Sarah.
Everybody else looked like drop-ins though, right? So
I'm the only par. Jennifer, Zoe, and Sarah all birdie this hole.
how dare those girls? Short walk over to hole 7, 530 feet long, par 4. Very tight window. You can go on either side of that tree we just went by. You can land on either side here. There's 2 gaps going down the hill, and then it comes up and moves a little bit left at the basket. This is a very nice par 4, one of the nicer holes. I really enjoyed this hole. It gave you lots of options to get off the tee and lots of options on your upshot. Jen choosing the backhand. Nice little turn. That should be in a pretty good spot there to probably go down the left window. Okay, that's going to be a little tough, I think, from there.
She ended up on the right-hand side of that grouping of trees, and yes, that is much more difficult over there.
She still might be able to sneak a window in over there to get down to the bottom of the hill and make that an easy par, so we'll have to wait and see. Sarah, very nice shot there. Oh, great kick. You didn't even see it.
I know, I turned around in disgust. That was such a bad line.
She just didn't call that.
Yeah, you didn't call that kick, honey?
I definitely
No.
did not.
All right. Yeah, there's Zoe just, it looks like just playing down to the bottom of the hill, giving her a chance.
Yeah, that was very smart of Zoe to keep it in the middle of the fairway, not try to get too much.
And you took the tight window. Okay, that's down there near the bridge, so that's probably 100 and something feet away, I'd say.
Without too much in the way, that's a fine place to be.
Yeah.
Oh, too tight, Jen. Dang, I wanted that one.
Yeah, that's the tough part about that side of the window, is that you almost need to throw something overstable and flex it back. And Sarah going down that same window, tough break on that one
Can
too.
we do this again? Oh.
It's kind of fun to listen and watch, because you can just so relate to the reactions from the players when you're playing a wooded course. They know as soon as they let something go that it's just a little off, and they're going to catch something on the way there.
Or that. Yeah.
That's not a bad up. It looks a little short. It's hard to tell on camera, but that's probably about 20 feet or so, 25 feet.
I think she's even closer than that.
Well, she's not closer than that.
Beautiful.
Beautiful upshot by Zoe.
Yeah. Yeah, she's maybe 17 feet,
Yeah,
15
not that
feet.
far.
Yeah, not that far.
So I had a par, Jennifer had a par, Sarah's gonna drop in for her par. And a bogey for Zoe.
All right, and a short walk back up the hill to hole 8, 241 feet, par 3, narrow off the tee pad. This is a hole that most people want to birdie. And just get it across that little up and down there, have a little slide up. It's elevated on a rock, but it's really not that elevated. It's just a few feet up in the air.
Jennifer's throwing a mid,
Sit down.
asking it to sit down, and she's well past the basket.
Is there OB back in there?
No, it's not out of bounds.
Oh, I thought there might be some OB back there.
Beautiful line carving through the fairway.
Oh, that is an excellent shot. Come on, get up. There you go.
It's a decent line, but
A little bit short.
definitely too low. Did not get the forward skip. This looks perfect. Going right towards the pin, just like Sarah's, right under the basket.
Very good shot.
Get up there, Jennifer Allen.
Jennifer just laying up, upset with herself that she didn't lay that up closer.
Well, that was a nice run from there. I'm sure you were probably a little upset you didn't get yours up high enough there on your run at it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was an actual run.
You want a new disc, but you're overwhelmed by all of the options. Well, we've got you covered. Meet the Innova Pathfinder Guides, a series of graphics that match a set of discs for your style of play, curated by our own Riley O'Neill and Eric Schwann. Whether you're the beginner, the crusher, or anywhere in between, we've got a lineup for you. So scan the QR code, find a guide that matches your style of play, and discover your path to a better game. If you haven't seen these, you're missing out. All right, back to the action.
Welcome back, and here we are at hole 9, 642 feet, par 5, off of an elevated tee, down into a small meadow. You turn dramatically left, go down a long wooded corridor. You got to get through this A-framed X trees there, and then work your way back up the hill to the par 5, hole 9. It's another good hole.
It's a very good hole. On paper, it might seem funny that it's only 642 feet for a par 5, but it's definitely correctly parred.
Yeah, you do have a chance to get an eagle, at least the boys do, but you have to throw 2 very good shots to get there. Very, very good shots, long shots through the woods. But this has very good specific landing areas they like to put you in. You get to those areas, you plod along, and you have an opportunity for a birdie.
Round 2, Jennifer actually tried to go over those trees. It was unsuccessful. She tried to be a little bit shorter this time and clipped one of them, but she's still in a fine position. It's a little tight on that.
Still came out under the grass. Everybody has an opportunity to get down the trail. That's a good shot for position.
Yeah, I made good forward progress there.
Boy, Jennifer is not afraid to let it go at these trees, I'll tell you that.
She really isn't, and most of the time it works out exceptionally well.
Yeah, that one got a fantastic kick right there back into an area where she should be able to maybe make a run at her birdie. I think Zoe would have liked that up in the air a little bit more. Well, that's got to stay turned. Oh, also got a nice little kick.
A little bit off to the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Going to be a little obstructed.
Might be difficult to get all the way up to the basket from there.
Zoe with another sidearm. Don't see that very often from Zoe either, but she said she has been working on it.
Take some luck.
Get up there.
Yeah, once
That was
again.
a tough spot to be in because you do not like using your sidearm from that far away.
Well, my sidearm doesn't go that far.
Yeah, so you're stuck with the backhand there, and when you're crisscrossed like that and trying to pull uphill, it can be very difficult to get it to get up in the air. Jennifer got that up inside the circle there. She was in way better spot than I thought she was after that kick.
Sarah's actually in a worse spot than it looked like.
Yeah. Well, she does have some magic in her bag, though.
She's actually quite good at this forehand roller.
That one didn't get all the way up there, but you can see how she can use that throughout the course and get out of trouble.
Watching her throw that from behind, it looked like it got way up the fairway. It was a little bit deceiving looking at it from this point of view. It maybe didn't look like it made all that much progress, but it really did.
Looked like Zoe got up to the edge of the circle there. Oh, and she stepped in the fire ants. Oh, there's a couple of guys on my card that got torn up by those. Roger Reyes was telling me he was standing there watching the 40-year-olds play on the second day, and all of a sudden he looked down and they were all over him.
No.
And it's just the madness, just madness.
See, look at how close Sarah was. She was close enough to
make a run.
to have an opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. I think that tree was more of a factor for Zoe than it looked like on the camera there.
Just a little left side on Jennifer's birdie putt. She's going to have to tap in for par.
That's got to be a little frustrating when you're trying to make up ground.
Yeah, she needs every stroke she can get. She is still behind Sarah. She is 2 behind Sarah after this front 9. Sarah saves her par with that magic roller through the trees. And I also tap in for a par. So there we have it, our front 9 results. Sarah Hokom still in the lead. She is 1 down total for the event, and she is 2 strokes ahead of Jennifer Allen. We have 9 holes left to determine the winner for the 2024 U.S. Masters Disc Golf Championship. Please join us for the back 9.